So currently 3-2. Gold is pretty much even for both teams. Boats and Hose with a slight advantage got the first blood. Wards continue to go down.
Jack's putting a lot of damage on Rhythm top.
Definitely, she's getting quite low there, being forced to sit back at her turret, using those health pots. Jack's doing very well there. And I miss a kill at bottom. Looks like a Blitz grab. Varus getting that kill. Blitz getting low though, his passive coming up. Varus going back in. The grab comes in and ultimate. This could be Varus escaping with about 50 HP there. Trading kills at bot lane. Now 5-3 to boats. Gold advantage extended out a bit. 800 gold in it now. Blue invasion. Trying to take this blue. And he does get it. Nocturne's going to escape with that. They're going to turn and fight. And that's a successful invasion. Both mids now, back to their positions, farming up. Morgana on a 61 CS, Ahri on 74. So Morgana's got a bit of catching up to do. And Nocturne's going to catch on to Jaina here, can't quite see her, it's a good ultimate. And he's going to have to back away. Morgana coming in, landing the snare on Graves. The ultimate going down as well. Nocturne picking up that kill, flashing onto Jaina for the double. Very well played. Things go down on Dragon, they are going to start this. Don't think there's a lot that Goofy can do right now, apart from push mid, keep the pressure on. This is going to be a 3 Dragon, 2 boats. Going to pick this one up, uncontested. Morgana going back to actually defend mid. Ahri getting it quite low, both ignites being used, Ahri taking some tower hits. Both of them escape on low HP. Jax meanwhile recalling. In top, 3,000 gold to 1,000 gold to spend. Picking up his Vampiric Scepter, that's going to give him a lot of sustain. Also his level 2 boots. Blitzcrank just missing that pull on Graves at bottom, but right now you gotta say advantage to boats. It's 16.7k to 13.5. About 3k difference right now. A 3-0 Nocturne and a 3-0 Varus, both getting very fed. Ping's going down, looks like Blitzcrank's gonna blindly pull from there, checking it. Does he now drop a ward? Ward comes down from Jaina. Blitzcrank actually out of wards there, so he does have vision further up.
Bottom making use of a lot of wards there, trying to keep himself safe from those blitz pulls. Doing a decent job at it as well.
That's a Nocturnal up top. Gonna go off and catch Riven here. She's gonna go low with Ignite. The red buff does run out. Jack's gonna jump in and finish that one off. Well played again by boats. Picking up these kills. Slowly racking up the advantage now. 3.5k the difference. CS very even on bottom lane, both with about 85 each. However, Varus with that 3-0 kill score, so he's definitely got the advantage over Graves right now. Both of them picking up the double Dorans and Vampiric Scepter, giving them a lot of sustain. Obviously neither of them have a healer such as Soraka, Sona, Taric. So by picking up that lifesteal, they're just able to stay in lane. Ahri actually coming down for the gank here. They're going to catch Blitzcrank, and he is going to fall. Good ultimate by Varus catching Ahri. So that's another trade. And they're going to trade kills yet again. Morgana coming down. I don't think they actually had vision of this. She's going to spell shield the tornado. Good flash by Jaina. Morgana's going to follow that with a flash ulti. Jaina ult just a bit late and the ignite is going to tick. That turned out to be a 2-for-1 for boats. Again extending this lead out. 4.2k now the advantage.
And you see Morgana's opted to go with a chain vest instead of more AP after her Doran, so she's going to be able to tank these towers, probably building it into Azonia's for team fights later on.
It's definitely going to give her that bit of beefiness. She's going to be able to flash into those team fights like you said, take a few hits from the turret, so good idea there from Morgana. There's obviously a lot of AD damage. Graves, Shyvana and Riven. No towers taken yet though. Neither team's really grouped up as yet. Still the ganks coming in. They are going to see Nocturne coming in there with the ward. I think they told him it's there. It's actually just run out, so unlucky timing. Ahri's going to pick this blue up this time. Meanwhile at top they just continue to farm. Riven now 87, Jack's at 117. Advantage Jack's definitely. He's just been back, he's got his cutlass there. Surely going towards a hex tech. Jack's taking quite a lot of rest there from that Ahri gank. He's going to just continue, just sit there. He's going to last hit under the tower. Doing well to get those actually. Nocturne going to check that blue. Notices it's gone. He drops a ward there though. And he's going to get caught here in this push. Good spell shield. And Blitzcrank with a great grab over the wall. Varus is now going to latch onto this. He pushes back over. The ignite not quite going to tick. Jaina shield and potion saving him there.
And they're going to loop around, expecting him to do just this, back off to the next tower. And they do find him.
And that's well played by Nocturne, like you said, expecting that. He's obviously backing off, they're able to catch up with that. And Graves really just seeing it and thinking, well, not a lot I can do right now. Meanwhile, Dragon has spawned again, and it seems Blue are going to get this yet again uncontested. And that's going to make the gold advantage now almost 6,000 in Blue's favour. Very, very strong right now. Varus rolling as 4-0, 125 creeps. Picking up that.
Yeah, actually, bottom's fairly even on the creep score. It's just those extra kills Varus has without the deaths that are really giving him the advantage. Both bottom lane ranged AD picked up their BF sword last time. And we'll see, Graves did not quite have enough to finish the Bloodthirster when he went back.
Meanwhile, top just continuing to get this farm on. Neither of them have really gone merged lower down. Neither of them really gone past their top lane. And they are. Jag's now 145 creeps. He picks up that Hex Tech going towards that Gunblade. Riven 101 creeps, so actually Jack's doing very well, about 50 creeps ahead. If we look at how that transpires into gold, he's on 6k to Riven's 4.3. So Jack's doing very well, both dragons obviously helping towards that. I do think Purple need to try and get control of those dragons and those map objectives. They got their blue this time round, but both dragons so far going to boats.
And they just went through and did a sweep of warding the enemy jungle here. Now you see 3 wards top and 4 bottom below mid lane.
Meanwhile at bottom, Shyvana actually coming down for a gank in bottom bush, unseen, and these could, well, at the moment it's 1-for-1. Varus actually turning onto the Graves despite the 3v2, taking out Graves, however getting shut down by Shyvana, and that's a good gank by Ahri there to pick up the Blitzcrank, so 2-for-1 now. Gold advantage closed a little bit to 5.5k, and Goofy could well be getting their foot back in the game there, invading deeply into the Blues jungle, dropping wards, getting that vision like I said they needed, so this could maybe be a turning point in the game. Morgana very high up in that lane, good snare onto Shyvana. Has Ahri got that charm? Nocturne just covering. And we see Jax there picking up his Gunblade. That's now going to give him an extreme amount of damage in his rotation if he times it well as escape mechanics, so very, very good item.
Ahri also picked up her needlessly large rod, pretty much doubling her AP right now, so that's also going to help out a lot, heading towards the death cap early on.
Three-man gank at bottom. They will see this though. Nocturne picking up the Oracle, so he's able to clear out those wards. He's gonna roam top. Will he see this ward here?
Purple's blue is now up. Ahri's going for it. Neither team has much vision in this half of the jungle.
And the blue buff has just spawned. Nocturne well aware of it. He's going to go and try into the steal. This could be risky. He gets charmed, knocked up by the tornado. Flashes over. Ahri still with her ultimate, able to follow that. And Nocturne is going to fall. Wow.
Losing that Oracle.
Yeah,
just
that
purchased.
fresh Oracles he just picked up. He's actually going to lose. He managed to take out 2 wards with it. But blindly checking that blue buff was risky.
Looks like Varus has gotten an Infinity Edge, skipping the Bloodthirster for now, opting for more damage with a critical chance.
Nigerian proven he can play a solid AD throughout this tournament, rolling at 5 and 1 kill to death right now. Very, very strong. Like he said, he's got that Infinity Edge already, so he's going to be critting very hard.
We just had a gank on Jack's top, forced him to use his flash, but he got out safely.
I always say managing to force a flash like that, still, you know, it's still a successful gank. As long as you can make the most of it, you know, Shyvana should be heading up there again now, knowing that that flash is down, trying to get the kill. Always hard with Jax though, able to Q away. And it looks like Goofy are grouping up bottom now, 4 of their team members down here. Ahri is double buffed as well. They're going to try and sneak in this bush. And Blitzcrank is gonna see it. Ari's gonna react first with her ultimate, lands the charm. Blitzcrank is gonna melt down. Good ultimate by Varus. He's gonna get exhausted though, and they're gonna dive this. The Q out from Ari is gonna catch him, and Ari now getting quite low. Shield from Jaina is gonna save her, and again, Ari then, or even Graves picking up the Jax that time. So that's a 3 for 2 for Goofy. Definitely back in this game now.
We do have Morgana heading down there, though. They are going to see her with the ward and back off.
They have got the ward, there's good coverage. And they could be heading for Dragon now. There are 3 of Boat's team are down right now, so this should be a free Dragon for Goofy, closing that gold gap again. And they are going to pick that one up. The gold now, just 4K in it. It's hard to call this game right now. You know, before I thought it was Boats running away with it, but Goofy have done really well to get back in. And getting those kills back, they've gotten their wards out, more coverage, so less ganks. I think that's what was really catching them out before. The ganks, the unusual ganks as well. Nocturne was coming into their jungle, stealing their buffs, and at one point managed to loot round the tower dive there. So they're doing well to keep the wards up, and it is hard to call. Morgana picking up that blue buff, and
yeah, Morgana now has her Zonias, so we'll be seeing that in the team fights. And Ari has picked up that death cap, as well as Graves getting his Infinity Edge.
so we see now Ari with, how much AP does she have? She has 384. So that's going to be a lot of bursts coming out of those Qs, Ws, and her ultimate as well. So they're going to want to be dropping her pretty quickly. She also picked up an elixir that time.
Some purple pings on Baron. Looks like they're going to get vision here. Worried Blue may be prepping for that soon.
And they are going to engage here. Blitzcrank's going to drop again. Ari proving very, very dangerous in this bot lane. I'm surprised Boats haven't warded one of these bushes yet. They keep getting caught out there with those ganks. Blitzcrank now 0 and 6 in fact, so they're targeting him quite hard. The fact he's 0 and 6, they're not going to be picking up a lot of gold from killing him, but still is closing the gap further now, just 3k in it. And here is the gank from Morgana, Nocturne as well onto Jaina. The fear will go off, and the slow from Varus, and Nocturne's going to pick that one up. Well played by Boats, getting their grip back on this game. You know, they were so far ahead. They've got to be careful not to throw it now. And it looks like they're going to push this hard with 4 members. Purple Team do have 3 people down here, but not a lot they can do against this. That bottom tower is going to drop. Blitzcrank's going to chase Ari here, just missing the grab, forcing the ultimate out of her. Just well played. Looks like Boats are going to continue to push this bot lane. They have got quite a force. Meanwhile mid, Jack's just pushing that, so they've got the split push going on now. Jack's very, very fair. He's looking quite tanky. Picking up the Phage as well, so meanwhile, Blitzcrank chasing Ari, forcing the flash out of it this time. And they are going to keep pushing this bot lane. Could we see a team fight here, or are they just going to let it drop? Shyvana does engage, the exhaust goes straight down onto her. Jack's not actually landing his stun. They're gonna back away now. No kills taken.
They took quite a bit of damage there, but Shyvana did use her ultimate, so I don't believe they used any. They may just regroup and push that again. Oh, no, pinging Baron.
I did see that.
Looks like they may
down
recall
Baron.
and go for a Baron fight.
Morgana does now have that Zonias, so that's going to be pretty nasty in team fights if she's able to use that well. Definitely setting up for it here. Janna's dropping down her wards. Also picked up that oracles. So blue do have vision on Baron, they know they're not there. No oracles on blue team though, so purple can pretty much see their every move. They know that they're not at Baron. Could Blitzcrank be going back for that oracles? Yes, he does, and he picks that up, so that's going to help to clear these wards out. They're basically fighting over vision right now. Both teams wanting this Baron buff. And I think it's at that stage where it's pretty vital. The next fight could be over Baron, and winner of that could quite easily steamroll and push on to win the game.
And they don't quite see that ward. Looks like they do know where the ward is down below, but they're gonna ignore that one for now.
Looks like they are gonna pick up blue here. Probably gonna give it to Morgana. The pull comes down to take that. Ping's going down on Baron. Both teams wanting it still. They've got to be very, very careful. Meanwhile, they're just going to push mid, keep the pressure on blue team. They're going to be forced to make up their mind here. I'm not sure. There is still these wards from purple team, so they do know they're all there. Blitzcrank's going to clear it out now. Purple team are being very careful though. I think that boats here do have the stronger team fight if they were to engage, so
especially with that Blitzcrank, you can get a good initiate and really turn the fight in your favor.
it seems almost as if that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for one person or the team to stray over here. Blitzcrank can pull him in and they can drop it, instantly making it a 4v5. Seems like that's what they were trying to do, but Goofy being very careful. They know that that could happen. Dragon has spawned as well now, so there is that up for grabs. Ping's going down on Baron again.
Neither team really wants to leave the area now.
Exactly. As soon as
Baron
they do,
can be done fairly
stay.
quickly 30 minutes into the game.
This guy trying to catch his eye. This is what they've been waiting for, is one of them to stray out. Ari's not got a lot she can do. She's going to find her first round. She ults straight into the rest of the team. And that is well played by Boats. That's exactly what they've been waiting for, that stray kill. Managing to pick that one up. Pings on Baron now, and this could well be a Baron for Boats and Hose. They're going to start this then. Purple team are reacting. They're coming across. Ward from Janna. It's going to get knocked out straight away. Blitzcrank just sitting off, not letting anyone near that to try for the steal. Blitzcrank using Shirelias as well as his W, trying to catch that Janna. Good Graves, slow. How do you think this one's gonna go? I mean, blue team looking very strong right now.
Once you get in this position that purple's in, it's really hard to come back from it.
And I mean, you've got Jax there sitting at 268 minions. Riven actually done well to keep up with that, 233. Pushing onto the inhibitor tower now. Joanna gets caught in the snare. She is going to melt straight away. Not only got time
There's
to
the
get her
Sonya
ultimate.
from Morgana.
Morgana has used her Zonias. And ultimate. Taking a lot of tower hits. Still 5 up though for both, although Blitzcrank does get melted. Knockdown very low. Riven GA is activated. Varus managing to flash after that. Ari and picking that one off. So it's actually a 4 for 1. Folks played that very well. A 4 for 2 even. Folks now going to push onto this inhib. And this is looking quite nasty. Just a Riven left to defend. Boats doing well,
like
pinging down on mid turret. They're going to do as much damage as they can here. Things going down, they're going to collect blue buff and dragon. No, they're not, they're just going to back away. Purple can see Blitzcrank there, but apart from that they have no idea where blue team are, so obviously having to be very careful. They do pick up Dragon and now they're going to push onto this blue. And purple team have gone for this, they could be caught. Shirelia's from Blitzcrank chasing after that Jaina, but the blue buff will be picked up by boats there. Pings down on Shyvana, she's quite extended. Varus gonna get onto this with red buff maybe. Looks like a push bottom. Again, nothing Goofy can do right now, they're just gonna have to back away, let that one fall. And the boat's really pressing for this second inhibitor. Ult from Knockdown, very aggressive onto Ari, does pick up the kill. However, he is going quite low and he is going to drop. Morgana ult goes down, Antonio is well played, Shyvana will also drop. And this is looking very much like GG right now. It's 4 for 1, and boats are going to push onto this second inhibitor. It would be very surprised if we didn't see a surrender. And there it is. Well played by boats. Had the advantage early and managed to press on with that. Victory. Very strong performance. So they take the first game out of this best of 3.